What is good, you guys? It's your boy Randy Anderson here with another episode of the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios. And today, you know how we do, we talk sports, hot topics. We get it off our chest. And if we have listener questions, we'll answer them towards the end. I have a couple things for you guys, but right now we're just waiting on a few people. So, but before or while we're waiting on those people, let me go ahead and show some appreciation. Top countries, United States, 23. Shout out to you guys. Cameroon, shout out to you guys with 3 listens. I appreciate it. United Kingdom, you know what I'm saying? United Kingdom putting out strong again. Thanks to you guys. We got 2 over there. Top cities, Oak Grove, Missouri. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody in Oak Grove. I appreciate it. What was that? Double. I don't know what that is. But shout out to you guys. Yeah, so we got Corey and Lauren just jumped in here. What's good, guys?
What's the word?
What's
I
happening?
can't hear you.
What's up? What's the word? Jerry? Good, all right?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
You can hear me, but I can't hear y'all.
Can you hear me?
What's no?
You see, hold
on real quick. All right, yeah, y'all can go ahead and start up real quick. I'm about to see if I can figure this out.
What's up, man?
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
What's up with it?
Ah, man, I can't call it with I can't call it with a payphone, baby.
Yeah.
It actually took me a work personal day today.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Tired. Need to get a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it looks like Randy working on some audio or something like that. We can hear him, but he can't hear us. It sounded like it was some bounce back in my headphones, so that's probably what it is. A little reverb. Randy, can you hear us yet?
No, I can't. All right, this is going to work like this. I can hear y'all now. All right, guys. Technical difficulties. I don't know what happened. But you guys know how we start off with the sports. Let's start off in the NBA. Kyrie said that. Hold on. Kyrie Irving said that LeBron James should have been the MVP. What's your guys' thoughts?
I mean, it's interesting where it came from the source that it came from, but I mean, it depends on how you look at it. It really depends on how you look at it. I mean, I can't say that James Harden didn't deserve it. Mm-hmm. I just think that LeBron James had a better season.
I hear some background noise or like reverb.
You hear some noise?
Yeah, I just heard some reverb.
Yeah, I had it in my headphones, so I took my headphones.
Do you hear it? You still hear something?
I don't hear it. Hold on. My bad, everybody. You know what I'm saying? But we have a little technical difficulty. Don't trip. All right, continue.
What you got, Corey? What you think, man? What you think about that statement?
You said what? I didn't get around to it. I was gonna do that on the. I saw it yesterday. I watched it. I actually saw the interview. He was on Hot 97. I mean, Kyrie's a smart guy. He's a analytical guy. No matter we really don't know if they have animosity or anything like that. Kyrie says there's nothing there, but even within that, Kyrie's a smart guy, so he felt in his heart he gonna tell the truth. He think LeBron should have won. No matter what type of animosity or anything they got going on.
Yeah, I think the tricky part about it was the way the NBA did it. If they would at the end of the regular season, I would have felt a little bit different about it. We were able to actually have the playoffs play out.
Something like an alarm or something. We getting hacked right now, man. The feds listening to us, man. What's going on, man?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. For some reason, ain't nothing wants to work right. All right,
but got the feds on us.
Oh, okay. So what if this recruitment plan for LeBron to come to Boston?
Nope.
You say no?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what it's for. It's for New York it's for LeBron to sign a 1-1 and go to New York next year with Kyrie.
Word.
Now LeBron going to New York.
Hey, look, I mean, it's out there that Kyrie wants to go to New York. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, maybe it's a sideways pitch because if you think about it, put Kyrie and LeBron back on the same team. Kyrie's a little bit more. LeBron's probably willing to give up a little bit more in a couple years. Who's to say?
Do you see? Okay. Have you heard anything about a Boston and LA matchup? You know, possibility. Have you thought about that? Have they talked about that? Because I really haven't seen ESPN. You know, I've seen a couple things, but I haven't heard the conversation about Boston and LA yet.
Yeah, what it is they're saying is Boston, LA, and San Antonio.
For who?
So what I think the swap that they're trying to do is somehow the Lakers would get Kawhi, Spurs would get Kyrie. So I don't know who Boston would get, but I know that what I've heard is that San Antonio wants more than a player for Kyrie. They want draft picks for Kawhi. They want draft picks too.
My bad. I didn't clarify for real. I meant Boston and LA in the finals for the next couple years. Do you think the NBA? Have you heard anything about that? And do you think they're pushing for something like that?
I haven't heard anything. I think Golden State still has something to say about that.
Yeah. Because there's been allegedly there's been talks, and I got from YouTuber Carcino. Sometimes he has a high batting average when it comes to information. Sometimes he may get the wrong one, but as far as he got a high percentage when it comes out, to predicting it. He's got some sources, and there's word that the NBA has been pushing for Boston, getting Boston and LA back in it, a LeBron and Kyrie Irving type of matchup in the finals. So, like I said, I don't know if that's solid 100%, but it's it's a possibility.
Well,
I think Kyrie may stay.
Well, I put it like this: if something like that's going down, the players better get as much money as they can.
Yeah, that's facts.
What play? Kyrie and LeBron.
Just in general, like I mean, if the NBA wanted to make a political power move, let's say we want the two work franchises in the NBA to get back and kind of do it like they did it back in the 80s. They did it.
Yeah.
Then hey, I'd be like, all right, I'll go like, but you gonna have to pay me.
Yeah.
Okay. So that brings up this other question. Just earlier today that LeBron James, or not LeBron James, but the Spurs are really interested in looking towards trades with LA, the Clippers, Lakers, Clippers, not Cleveland, but the Sixers, and also Boston. Do you guys think anything will happen in this next under 18 hours?
Kawhi, it's expected to. I don't see anywhere in the West because I just don't believe. I mean, anything's possible, but I don't see San Antonio trading them in the West. If anything, it'll be Boston. It'll be more than likely. I believe it'll be Boston because they actually have the players that can equal that value. They have some assets they can trade away, and or the Sixers. But I can't think of who this. I can't think off top who the Sixers would trade away. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's Markelle Fultz, but I mean, he's not even, he done lost confidence in it. He done forgot how to fucking shoot. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
And we got my boy Kelvin in here.
What's happening?
What's up, man?
What up, though?
Yeah, Philly's a tricky team, man. Like,
ain't nobody gonna talk about Randy looking all splendiferous over there. Like he just got out of the job interview.
Yeah, I don't see Philly in the mix, man. I just don't see Philly in the mix.
Okay. Kelvin?
Well, I don't know. None of my business.
All right. There's no really other news, and no, I'll take that back. Austin Rivers just got traded the other day to the Washington Wizards for Marcin Gortat. What is your thoughts on that?
Cap space cleared.
For the Washington?
For Clippers.
Clips.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan should have the highest payroll.
He does, and word on the street is he on his way out too. Opt in or opt out. They said he's gone.
Yeah, Dallas is.
That doesn't make sense.
What?
I mean, Dallas was going for him earlier.
Yeah, get rid of. But the Clippers need to keep Jordan. If they want to have a chance against Golden State, I'm looking for his head.
Jerry West. I don't think he's Jerry West player.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that because he has the option to opt in or opt out of his contract, and they said if he opts in, that they gonna try to trade him anyway. So what the word on the street is that they think that they have a shot at getting Kawhi Leonard because they're in LA and he wants to be in LA, so they feel like they have a shot to get him. And actually, what I heard is that they're trying to put a package together to where they can lure him and Paul George.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All right, Kevin, what's your thoughts? He said, I don't know.
Basketball, man. Come on, man.
Hey, I don't think, man, they got to scrap that whole I mean, if they planning on, I don't know if they, what the money situation, the discrepancy, or not discrepancy, but, how much more Jordan is looking for more than Paul George, but they need to keep DeAndre Jordan over PG. PG can go somewhere else, but yeah, I think DeAndre Jordan's way more valuable than Paul George is.
Okay. All right. So football news today. What did you have for us, Lauren?
Oh, in football. Yeah. So there's been a lot of talk in the NFL about who is the best wide receiver in the game. Is it Antonio Brown? Is it Odell Beckham? Is it Julio Jones? Or DeAndre Hopkins?
Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Julio.
Yeah. I put it like this, man.
Take it off.
Men women a lot of numbers don't. So I mean, if you look at your numbers, I mean, you gotta say it's. I mean, of those four, I mean, Odell Beckham is probably the most talented receiver. When you talk about overall skill set of a receiver, you got to go Antonio, and he's 5'10". The other guys are a lot bigger than he is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's the same thing. Yeah, especially going pound for pound. Damn, man. When I think about it, because all four of them are unguardable, but I try to think of who's the most unguardable out of those four, and it's just it comes to Antonio Brown. I haven't seen that. He puts up huge numbers, man. He's shown again and again that he can't be stopped. Well, even if it's against an elite cornerback, you know what I'm saying? He's still gonna get his numbers, man. I haven't seen anybody stop Antonio Brown. You know, I've seen and you know, injuries have kind of hampered him, but I've seen Julio. You know, Julio's had some slow games. You know, he's still elite, but like I said, it's as far as who's the most. And I got to go with Antonio Brown on that one.
Yeah, now I will say that DeAndre Hopkins put up the numbers, and so I'm interested to see if Deshaun Watson can stay healthy. What they might be able to do.
Yeah, because if I'm going past the last couple years, consistency, even with the hindrance of having different quarterbacks, I'm putting Hopkins number 2 and Antonio Brown 1. So Julio Jones will fall in my list. So it would be my list, Hopkins, and Julio. And it might be biased because last year and the year before, I had Hopkins on my squad, and he was reliable. Even with the trash-ass quarterbacks, he was reliable for me. He would give me 10 points, 10 plus points. Yeah. All right. What else we got in the NFL?
What was Garrett. Myles Garrett said that this site's on breaking the sack.
Trying to break the sack record.
Yep.
Really?
He got his set.
He's with Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. Cleveland sounding exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not like I said, we don't know which way to go, but like I said, I gave him a couple wins when we did that little synopsis or whatever, that little whatever call. You know, we see what their record was going to be this season. Yeah, I think they'll be exciting to watch. It's just if it can translate to wins.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you already know the hottest topic. Sad. I've been talking about it for the last 18 months. But the NFL, man, they have taken. They've got their asses whooped behind this whole protest thing. Like from both sides of the coin, like they can't win, they can't lose. Either way, they flip the coin anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point now where I think next season it's gonna be some bloodshed next season. I don't mean that literally, but figuratively. It's gonna be some bloodshed in the NFL because you now giving players the option to be divided teams. Come out the tunnel. Who came out the tunnel? It's gonna be a hot mess.
Yeah.
I believe Cleveland will have a decent team this year. Your wide receivers good. Then they have another dude. I forgot what his name is. He'll be the third receiver, and he's pretty good if he can stay healthy. Not Jarvis. You can have another dude on that team. If he can stay healthy, he'll be a good.
You probably talking about either Corey Coleman or you talking about Mr. Willie Gordon.
Corey Coleman. It was Corey Coleman. Because Jordan Jalen Ramsey, the sassy he was talking about on I was talking about him on Sports Center or something like
that. Jalen Ramsey.
Hey, that's a bad man. That's a bad man.
Yeah, we need to talk about your boy, Corey.
Who?
Jameis.
What he do now?
Got suspended for 3 games, man, for that case that they was talking about last year with the chick in the Uber or whatever like that.
I don't remember what happened.
So apparently some female Uber driver alleged that he had touched her, you know what I'm saying, sexually or whatever. Some other one of his friends, I was in the car with him. Nothing happened. Well, it came out that his friend wasn't even in the car.
Okay.
So I guess at the end of the investigation, the NFL, I guess they came to the conclusion that he did it, or something happened. I ain't gonna say he did it, but something happened. So they suspended him 3 games for conduct detrimental to the league. And somebody came out and said that, I forget it's a retired player, but somebody came out and said that he got mental problems.
So he's special. Hold on. For some reason, Corey's thing just like
Corey muted his mic.
Nah, so somehow I muted it over here. See if you can unmute it, Corey. Okay. All right. So yeah, there you go, Corey.
Yeah. So man. So what was it again? What was it again? I was looking.
It was conduct detrimental to the league, basically.
As he said, he's out three games.
Yeah, 3 games. 3 games.
So man, Jameis, man, just keep his head low. You know what I'm saying? There's always something with him. Crab legs or fucking right in the pussy that standing on the table. Just keep your head low, James. That's gonna hurt him. Man, they gotta learn dealing with these females, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, man, it's a different day and age, man. We're probably gonna see some more stuff like this, man. With the whole Me Too and everything, man. It's gonna be, yeah.
Shoot, I believe it.
Yeah. Keep your head low, Jameis.
From what I read, he said that he blamed it on the alcohol. So I mean, y'all know what they say. Alcohol speaks to our mind.
Yeah.
And then you already said he was childish. People say he was special or whatever. So I don't know. And that's no shots at anybody special out there. And if y'all like Jameis Winston, hit the hearts and All right. So, Corey, you got something for us on MLB? MLB for us in the baseball.
Oh shoot, man. I was just I had just I did a little story. I was see where Kelvin go. You know, he's the
MLB. iPad died.
Okay, yeah, he's a specialist. But now I had pointed out, man. I did a couple of stories, man. I've been getting back in the mix, following everything. I know the Yankees and the Red Sox. I did the stories on the Grit. Y'all go subscribe to that. We had 9 subscribers this week. So
on Facebook, make sure y'all hit that link in the description.
Yeah. And now I've got the Yankees and the Red Sox, man. They got the 2 best records in the MLB right now. The top 2, and you know how the rivalry is with them. Just last April they had a big old brawl is going on. So they're gonna be challenging up in the Bronx this time at Yankee Stadium. We got that.
I said the BX.
Yeah, the BX. And then you got I was just pointing out, man. I saw how the the Royals have been struggling. I went to see them when they were down here a couple weeks ago. They were playing the Rangers. They lost in 10 innings, but nah, it's just baseball's a tricky sport because the team could be number one, win the World Series one year and be dead last the very next. And it's kind of been a little bit it's kind of been, a couple years in the making. They still, after they won the World Series, they still were, in the middle of the pack, stayed over 500, but hell, this year, man, they've been terrible, man. Shit, they second to last in the whole MLB, man.
Well,
25 and 55.
Yeah, I am a Kansas City native. I rock with the Royals all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bandwagon fan. When they won the championship, I cut them off. I didn't want nothing to do with my team, honestly. Because as soon as they won the front office and everybody was raising ticket prices, and so when that was happening, I was
that was raising because I ain't been up there since 2014, so they started raising ticket prices. Huh?
Yeah. The next year,
divas,
right? They thought that shit didn't stink. You know what I'm saying? So they was raising prices, and they was just like the whole when Papa John's got a hold of it or whatever, and they was doing all these commercials with Papa John's and shit like that, and becoming mainstream. I just backed away. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, y'all acting like y'all the Cardinals right now, and I hate the Cardinals. And I'm in the office full of birds. So all I'm saying, I backed off. Lauren, what you got?
Don't lose hope, man. It's KC, man. Now that is the one team I don't rock with the Chiefs. I'm Raiders in NFL. I'm Los Angeles Lakers in basketball, so I got that California thing going on. But Royals is my team all the way. You know what I'm saying? I was rocking with them before they went. You know what I'm saying? I've been lifelong Royals fan. So man, that was a reward, man. That was a reward. Man, I'm just happy to see. I was happy. You know what I'm saying? It hurt my heart when we lost that first World Series because it came down to, you know what I'm saying, third base. We were on the third base, man. We came so close, Game 7. And then come right back the very next year and win the World Series, man. Like I never ever thought I would see that in my lifetime. Never thought I would see the Royals win. Let alone, playoffs is possible, but we didn't even. Hell, man, I've been alive for 29 years, and up to that point, man, not once. You know what I'm saying? Hadn't seen them go to the playoffs at all. You know what I'm saying? They had a couple close calls. I know 2003 they they had a little push, but in the end didn't make it. So man, I'm just content for that, man. I know they've lost a couple players. Some of their stars aren't really producing like they were in those championship seasons. They don't have the same pitch, and so they're kind of in a rebuilding phase right now. So we'll see where they go, but man, that was great when they did it, man. I'll never forget that, man. I ain't mad at the Royals, man, because that was that 2014 from 88, 26 years of shit, not a damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, they went above and beyond, man.
Yeah, they changed the blueprint very well. You know what I'm saying? As far as you had the superb defense, you know what I'm saying? Hitters that didn't clutch moments. So, they kind of saying on kind of how you build a team. You know what I'm saying? So in a small market, so that crash was going up when it came to hard. I'm sorry, they just can't keep up with the larger markets when it comes to the agency and stuff like that. So if you can't play a free agent, or if you stay competitive year after year, your farm system is just second to none, which is basketball. You know what I'm saying? They move farm players around more than they do regular players around.
Yeah.
Let me explain what I was saying. I just don't like bandwagon fans. That's all it is. And as soon as they won, I knew exactly what was gonna happen because that's what I seen in my office. There was a lot of Cardinal fans. And as soon as the Royals won, it was a lot of Royals jerseys. And I was like, you know what? I'm done.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That shit was terrible. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess we got to get that little feeling because Kansas City hadn't won no championships, so we got to see all the fakers come out because it was people ain't gave two shits about baseball, don't care nothing about baseball, don't know how it works, anything, and they up there they celebrating, got their Royals gear. I'm down here in Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to work. So I'm like, oh man, you got these old jokers up there faking, you know what I'm saying? Faking the funk. The whole city, the whole city showed out. They had the parade. But, most of the motherfuckers was there for the alcohol, man. They ain't give a damn about the Royals, man. So, yeah, you don't hear nobody talking about them right now, huh?
Nope.
You don't hear nobody talking about them. So, yeah, that's all. just like there's all those, just like you got all these, hey, this is going to be fun, man. Make sure you remember and identify who all the Cleveland Cavs fans were because, you know what I'm saying, we want to see, you know what I'm saying, if they still Cavs fans, you know what I'm saying, after King James leave. We'll see.
We'll see all the Cleveland's fan base leave and go to wherever he goes if he goes.
Like, you're a Cavs fan. Right. That's it. Right.
All right. So hot topic of the week. Dame Dash called out Lee Daniels for him owing him $2 million for giving him for a movie. What did y'all thought that he didn't get paid back?
Hey, Jalen Ramsey. Lee Daniels. Let me stop. I wouldn't talk like that if I was in Jalen Ramsey's face, man. That motherfucker huge as hell. Stop, dog.
I mean, he gave him $2 million. You know what I mean? The crazy part is this is not the first story like this regarding that name. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? Dame Dash is that type of dude. You know what I'm saying that he's a man. You don't try to get hustlers like that, man. Think you're gonna get out without back at you. I mean, he might not have liked the environment in which it happened, but I mean, he had it coming. I mean, if I get somebody $2 million and I was expecting at least my $2 million back, I ain't get it back. Problems.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Corey, what you got?
So man, that's I've learned, you know what I'm saying, I mean that there's no he's not wrong, you know what I'm saying, but I've learned, man, if I were to loan somebody money, you know what I'm saying, I heard Charlamagne talking about it, and I learned this years ago, man. Like, if I'm gonna give it to you, man, that's because I got it. You know what I'm saying? And if I can't do it, you know what I'm saying? If I'm thinking I'm gonna need it back, anything like that, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I just ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then even with that, people be like, "Oh, I'll pay you back" and all that. I'm like, I mean, do it if you want to. You know what I'm saying? I gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I could. But at the same time, if somebody's like, I just do that because I don't want to deal with the headache. That's just my personal decision. But if a motherfucker do get down like that, like, hey, I gave this to you and I want my fucking money back. Hey, they not wrong for it, man. Like, shit, get your money, especially you know how it is in Hollywood. And yeah, Lee was looking bad. Lee was looking bad right there. He's up there. He got his up there having choir and shit. You know what I'm saying? And got his little scarf or some shit. I can't remember if he had a scarf. I just imagine he had a scarf. I think he did. He had something like
get a scarf or something.
Yeah, flung that shit over. Sassy, yeah. Yeah, Dame, man. Dame's an abrasive cat, man. Dame, you know what I'm saying? He a street cat. A lot of people don't know. Dame came up with some, you know what I'm saying, some killers, you know what I'm saying, an actual street crew, you know what I'm saying, up there in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? He's got history up there. So, you know, Dame knows, you know, the Dame tries not Dame will whoop some ass, but he tries not to get violent or anything, you know what I'm saying? He's a man, you know, he just likes to stand on word. And, you know what I'm saying, if you don't keep your word, he's gonna see you. It ain't gonna be no kumbaya type shit or anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's always been from, you know, I'm talking like I know the man, I don't know the man, but from what I've always seen, you know what I'm saying, I followed his career, you know, from his days at Rockefeller and everything. Even post Rockefeller, you know, he was doing the Dame Dash music group. Yeah, Dame's not the one to play with, man. He's a tough businessman. So yeah, it looked like Lee Daniels, man. Lee Daniels, man, that dude, man. I'll leave that motherfucker alone. Yeah, get that man his money, man.
Yeah, man. What I was told when I was younger was, if you give somebody money, you might as well not expect that. So that's what I've always lived by. $2 million, you ain't give me my money back, bro. We gonna have some big problems. So yeah.
It's just because it's good.
Hold on real quick. The chat said, hey Corey, I'm gonna mute you, but you can unmute yourself after Lauren talks. Somebody in the chat said something.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, you know, it's sad because, you know, I think Lee Daniels got kind of sucked into that Hollywood mantra, you know what I'm saying, where you know, you do for you and screw everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, this ain't the first story you heard about Lee Daniels being shifty like that, you know, you know, so, you know, I think that, you know, it's just another scar that you could put on us when they want to say, look, they let each other borrow money back and forth and they don't pay it back. Look at them. You know what I'm saying? And you know that they're gonna want to put this on Dame as Dame being hostile, but I mean anybody would have did what Dame did. You know what I'm saying? Anybody would have did what Dame did, and you know, it's sad, you know, because honestly, the first person that came to my mind when I saw that was Monique. You know what I'm saying? Because she had some choice words to say about Lee Daniels after, you know what I'm saying, she won an Oscar for the movie that Dame Dash gave him $2 million for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what he gave him the money for. So, you know, that's the first person that came to my mind, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, you know, Lee Daniels ought to be ashamed of himself for thinking, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, as a nobody, I ain't gonna say a nobody, but as an up and coming somebody else, you know, helps fund your dream. You know what I'm saying? And then you turn your back and act like they don't exist, man. That's like I said, man, he got Hollywood for a minute. And he came back to bite him in his ass.
Right, yeah, it's a cold world out there. Yeah. Corey, what you got for us? You got anything else? Unmute yourself. All right, there you go.
Are they hearing something on the mic?
Nah, they're just hearing a reverb from the like I guess your speaker.
The speaker?
Like when Lauren was talking, it was I guess you can hear it. You hear it through your mic and playing while he was talking, so it was like kind of cutting up.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, Lee Daniels, pay the man his money, bro. That's all we gonna say to you. Pay the man his money. All right. So the Whites strike again. the young lady. Okay, the Twitter egg. Did you guys see that video where she was like, where she called the police on that little 8-year-old girl, and she was like, "You don't have a license to sell water out here on the street." What did you guys' thoughts on that? Corey, go ahead.
Same old shit. That's what white folks do. So they, she said she really didn't do it, but they quick to especially the white ladies, they quick to call the police and everything. So I mean, it's just you keep seeing it over and over again. It's all through the news. One thing I did point out though, for the women now, it's not for the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else really calling the police because of how somebody looks or they think somebody looks some way. But like I said, all you women out there, all these women, black, Hispanic, Arab, whatever.
We getting spicy.
Yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got y'all different motives. Like I said, there ain't no racially motivated stuff, but it's got the same outcome. Y'all calling the police for no goddamn reason, man. No goddamn reason. So y'all just remember that when y'all doing this doing all this outrage and shit, and then you know what I'm saying, you decide to wake up out your sleep and check through your nigga's phone, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? And then, you slap him and he decide to tune your ass up, or he just trying to grab you or something, and your ass, then you go overboard. And I'm not advocating any domestic violence, anything, any man that, you know what I'm saying, overpowers, you know what I'm saying, to flexing his power, you know what I'm saying, to punk a female and everything like that. You're not a man, you know what I'm saying? You deserve to get, you know what I'm saying, everything coming to you. But for you females, there's a high percentage of females that like to use the system. So yeah, just don't forget that when you sit up there. Don't be hypocrites and sitting there talking about calling the police and shit. And this is what it does. I saw a meme talking about this is what happens. I think it was showing what could happen, and somebody could get shot. So it mean calling when you call the police. So just remember that when you get in the system involved out of spite.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, Lauren.
Oh man, went deep on him. No, I mean, yeah, I saw the video. You know what I'm saying? Miss Laura. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna call her Miss Laura. I mean, that's just what they do it for attention, man. Like that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? They do it for attention. She didn't really have no real reason. You know what I'm saying? For just any reason. You know what I'm saying? And then she was mad because somebody had the camera on her. That's what really made me laugh. Is I'm like, somebody put the camera on you and you mad, but you would be the first one to pull your phone out. You know what I'm saying? If you saw something that you didn't think was, quote unquote kosher. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, man. I mean, I think I said that, shoot, man, yeah, call the police out and show them the video and take her to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we arresting you. You know what I'm saying? You wasting our time. You know what I'm saying? We got better things to do than come out because you didn't call the cops for somebody trying to sell some water. I mean, for real? Like, I mean, shit, if motherfuckers thirsty, they gonna buy it. If they ain't thirsty, they ain't gonna buy it.
Right.
So, I mean, I could see if she was selling, water and brownies. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, if she just trying to sell some water, man, don't knock the hustler, man. Little 8-year-old girl out there trying to make some change, man. Shoot, we need more people like that, man, that get out there and sell anything just to make sure, they get a little something. So nah, man. Send her to jail. Take some of her friends with her.
And I got what you gotta say?
And she was sitting there, she was selling to baseball fans. It was coming out of a baseball game. I just found that out. You know what I'm saying? So there was plenty noise going around the block and in the vicinity, and singled her out. She's trying to make a quick buck, you know what I'm saying? Selling hot outside, sell you some water. And that's just crazy, man.
Yeah, and like I'm glad she got what she deserved because she, like we seen the next day where she was on the news crying. Swear to God, me and Corey talked about this, but the scariest thing in the world is seeing a white woman cry because motherfuckers always go with her side. But nah, yeah, all I'm saying is she got what she deserved because she was selling marijuana. Like I don't know if she was like selling like stocks or something like that, or like selling like the little capsules and stuff that they're in, or not the capsules, but like the little bottles that they're in or whatever. But yeah, she got what she deserved because a lot of the companies that was working with her told her they was gonna cut her off. So like, how are you gonna be hypocritical? You know what I'm saying, to a young girl trying to learn how to be an entrepreneur, but you know what I'm saying? Oh no, it was way too much noise. And the one thing that killed me that I thought was hilarious was why did you try to hide behind that little wall? That was the one thing that killed me. I was like, why? It makes no sense. But y'all got anything else?
Not on that one. Not on that one.
Okay.
Just petty shit. Petty shit. Let's do better.
Right. And let's move over to the next thing on the hot topic. The reason why the name of the episode is what it is because my man Nipsey Hussle slapped the fire out of that young dude. He slapped the shit out of that dude. You guys see that? And what is your thought?
Oh man. Man, you know what I'm saying? Just gotta I hate to see that, man. Two brothers, man, you know what I'm saying? Had to do that in public, but you know, some of these niggas act up, man. They get into the positions, and they get into the positions they want to treat. You know, Nipsey Hussle, he's always, you know, he carries himself like a cool dude. So he, you know, a real level-headed guy. So it was, you know, it was different seeing him. You know, he's not really known for a lot of confrontation, but you know, it looks like he'll give you a problem. He'll handle it if if it comes down to it. But you know, other than that, he's like a pretty chill guy. But now it seems like some nigga got him a little position up there at Bamboozle Entertainment Television, and thought he was gonna give Nipsey a hard damn time, and I think they went ahead and they allowed whatever the problem was. They had smoothed it over, and they was gonna allow Nipsey to do it, and I guess the guy had slapped some shit out of Nipsey's hand, and that's when that's when Nipsey that reflex, man, the pimp like reflexes, man. He had to give him that backhand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all remember the game Sonic?
Huh?
Y'all remember the game Sonic the Hedgehog?
Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah.
Yeah. You remember when Sonic hit the spikes, all the rings and shit fell out that you collected? That's what happened.
He smacked the rings out that nigga. Yeah, he had to get his ass right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, when the goddamn equipment's malfunctioning, man, you got to give it a nice little pat. You know what I'm saying? Smack the computer, man. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? One time, he set him straight. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey, yo.
And unfortunately, Nipsey Hussle had to pay. He's going to have to pay some cash.
They called it the victory slap. His album Victory. They said it. Yeah. Shout out to Nipsey.
All right, Lauren, what you got? You got anything?
Hey man, I keep it simple, man. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now for one of the biggest questions of this week that we talked about a little last week. Reverse racism. Now, Corey, you cut out last week.
Yeah.
We want to get the rest of what you said.
Now, what I was gonna say, man, with reverse racism, like I was saying last week, I believe me and Lauren talked about this probably a couple ago, and I had a different view on this before. I believe that, you know, black people could not be racist, but I was going off of, and I can't remember the guy that actually started that. I can't remember his name. Uh, but you know, I was going off of, you know, basically equating racism as, you know, the whole system. You know what I'm saying? Systematically, black people cannot be racist. I do believe that. But within their own right, with the things that they own, like I said, if I start, you know what I'm saying, the independent label or anything, things that we got going on, like this, you know what I'm saying? But do something like that, yes, I can be racist. I can say, no, you're white. I can just simply do that. I've seen that with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? It just, you're white, you know what I'm saying? He could be qualified and everything, but, you know, could endear you, you know what I'm saying? You could connect with you and everything, but you know, you're choosing to, you know, you're holding him back, you know what I'm saying? Because he obviously wants to get down with what you're doing. So, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can identify, like I said, there's stuff like this. There's mindsets like this out there. So yeah, you can be racist, you can be exercise prejudice, but I will say this. And racism can be positive at this point, and racism can be negative because black people now really have no choice. Now, not prejudice and not hate filled. You don't give hate, and you don't exercise prejudice. You just, you know, you meet people where they're at. You know what I'm saying? You judge people off a case by case basis, you know, no matter what the skin color. But at the same time, as far as group economics, there has to be uh I'm gonna say it straight flat out, ain't no sugarcoat. There has to be a racist movement. The definition of being racist is to be for one's race over the other. You know what I'm saying? So black, like I said, I'm not excluding the other races. I'm down to help the other races. I'm down to join with the other races. But the black struggle is my priority. It's my number one priority over the other races. But like I said, that's not built out of hate. That's built out of the circumstances that have been, you know, set up for us throughout history. We can't occupy. There's no way. I mean, we can't do hypotheticals or anything because history is history. So we can't sit up there and talk about, you know, what if black people were in the same position as white people, you know, would they do it? Because that's not what it is. The history is, you know, whites are, you know, got strong power, not just throughout America, but throughout the world. And they've systematically oppressed black people. I mean, that's the problem. The things that you see going on today, the trivial things that you see going on, are not because we're dumber than anybody else or anything else. We're exceptional people. It's based off of it's all rooted out of racism. All rooted out of racism, and, you know, just, I mean, you know, that's something they can admit to. But what they don't want to talk about is and they don't want to talk about in full, is the lingering effects and how it affects psychologically, economically, just everything. Racism, shoot, that did some damage, man. And it was done for no reason, and it was everything that, you know, they set up. So we got to play, you know, black people. We collectively, you know what I'm saying, even though it's hard to get people to buy into that, and it's understandable, but it's, you know, it's an objective behind it. Like, we're really being singled out as a group. That we're just being singled out as a group by the people in power. So we gotta start, you know, saying, coming together. We have to, you know, stop you know, crying about shit that, you know, they're not giving us and everything. We just gotta start you know, practicing those good you know, we gotta do better. I know, I understand we still got to be human and everything like that, but at the same time, like I said, you'll see that, you know, the more people read and they learn about more history, they'll understand, you know, how serious it is out here. They'll be like, man, this is, you know, it is, you know, a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, there could be, and we clarify this again, because when you speak like this, it has to be clarified. I'm not one of those people, you know, to be like, take it how you take it how you want it and all that. And, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to give clarification, but I'm going to say what I said. Again, black people have to practice racism now. You know what I'm saying? Not prejudice, not hate, but racism. So,
I like it. I like it. What you got for us, Lauren?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, reverse racism is real. I think the way I look at it is, you know, when you look at racism, we didn't give Anglo-Saxons a reason to hate us, quote unquote. You know, they brought us over here, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, slave labor. I mean, essentially, you know what I'm saying? They gave us a reason to hate them. So it's understanding of why a black person would be racist. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the trickle down effect of, you know, the history here in America. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, it makes sense why a black person would be racist and, you know, things of that nature. You know, I think the biggest thing for me is that, you know, group economics, you know, you don't hear powerful white people tearing down other powerful white people like that. Not for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not when it comes to economics. Now, you could talk about politics, you could talk about you can talk about a lot of things, but when it comes to economics, you don't really hear white people, you know what I'm saying, really tearing each other down. We'll do it in a heartbeat. We'll do it in a heartbeat. And so, you know, I think that, you know, Corey hit it on the head when he said, you know, we have to be racist. You know, we have to support our culture first, our race first, because that's what every other race does. Like, I mean, that's what every other race does. You can talk about Jews, you can talk about Italians, you can talk about Hispanics, you can talk about white people, you can talk about Asian. I mean, across the board, they support each other first, and then they branch out. We are the only group that won't support each other like that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's easy to put us in our place, because we give them opportunity. Like, here, we gonna do it to ourselves. Just go ahead and finish us off, you know. And so, you know, we have to be smarter about that. I mean, the great example, Lee Daniels, Dame Dash. Great example. You know,
ironic.
So yeah, I mean, reverse racism does exist. I don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't. I don't even necessarily have a problem with racism, so to say, because I mean, it's what you're supposed to do. You know, it's a chess game. You know what I'm saying? You know, if they're going to look at their race as the superior race, we all talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have to look at ours as the same and then operate in that mindset, you know, and then, I mean, you know, either we come to an understanding or we just make the divide larger. It's one of the two. It's going to be one of the two. But I think for me, you know, we have to be self-sufficient economically, you know, and I think once, you know, we get in a position where we can do that, then we have more bargaining chips at the big table, you know, because if you tell us no, we're good with that.
Right.
I'm saying we already have a system in place that we accept no's without, you know what I'm saying, getting upset, you know what I'm saying, without, you know, concern that, you know, we're going to be left out, you know, in the cold with nothing, you know, and, you know, that's the power of negotiation, that you can get up from the table whenever you get ready to, and you ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the powers of negotiation, that you have to present the front that you don't need it, or you don't need it at the price that it's offered, and you still good. And I mean, we are way far from that. You know what I'm saying? You know, there is we don't negotiate no way, no how. You know what I'm saying? If somebody say a pair of Jordans is 200, then we getting ready to go knock somebody's head off to get that 200. You know what I'm saying? We ain't walking away saying, "Oh, that's cool. Well, shoot, I guess I'm gonna have to go get them Shacks for $29.99." Then, you know what I'm saying? You know, and so we give them, you know, we give those that choose to exercise their racist profiles. We give them all the power, and we got to take that power away, you know, because I don't, you know, I'm not gonna put all white people in the same box. I'm not gonna put all black people in the same box. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're all individual human beings at the end of the day. But when you look at the statistics, and when you talk statistics, you start talking percentages. You know, and you know, it's not that there's more of us on welfare, or you know,
that's false.
You know, there's more of us that have bad credit and things of that nature. The percentages are higher because we are a smaller population, and that's what makes it more glaring. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, know better, do better. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just have to educate ourselves. You know, we have to stay steadfast to our goals, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. And, you know, group economics, man, it's everything.
Yeah, and honestly, what I'm going to say after what I said the Tuesday, don't forget to check out that episode. But honestly, I said yes. we can be. That it doesn't work for us. Well, at least for me, it don't. Reverse racism don't work for me. And I work with a lot of white people. You know what I'm saying? I got white friends. Shit, I got a couple white brothers. That don't bother me. But now the ignorance is why I would say a cracker or any other derogatory term that you guys might not like mayonnaise. Hey, y'all don't fit in that same category as my white brothers and sisters. Y'all don't. And that's facts. To me, everybody else, y'all might not. But to me, that's where y'all fit in. What you got, Corey?
Only thing about that, and I understand it, but only thing about it is now we can't get mad when a white person, because white people say the same thing. And I do believe some of them when they say that very same statement that you just said. They say when they get mad and they start referring, or you even see them in like YouTube comment section, it'll be under some fight between two black kids, and they talk about, oh, they're straight, those are some niggers. And you know what I'm saying? There's some niggers, but they'll explain, like, I got black friends. I'm not talking about them. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about these motherfuckers that I don't like and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you want to do that, you can't get mad. You know what I'm saying? If they do the same thing. That's why I don't even go. I don't call them, you know what I'm saying? I identify the shit that they do, the little shit that they do, but I'm not going to go, you know, calling them crackers and, you know, everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is where I can get away with it. Because I got a little bit of weight in me. So, yeah. Hey, if y'all feel mad, guess what? It's y'all ancestors' fault. Think about it.
It's all words. You know what I'm saying? It's all words. You know what I'm saying? If they'll get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the nigga ain't gonna. It used to offend me. I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger and hot headed, that shit used to offend me. That shit don't offend me. That's just a damn word. You know what I'm saying? And like when they be like, "Oh well, you called me a cracker." Crackers are good, especially the salty ones. I mean, if you got a problem,
Donald Trump is a nigger to me. He's the definition of a nigger. You know what I'm saying? The real definition. You know what I'm saying? He's a nigger. That Donald Trump.
Hey, I mean, if they get mad with that, that's on y'all. These just words to me. I don't know about you. I ain't like everybody else.
Because even when saying cracker, it's still like it's almost like you're looking up. am I saying it right? Like it's almost like you're looking up to something. You know what I'm saying? They're still able to look down because Cracker, you know what I'm saying, basically is you know what I'm saying, they talking about cracking the whip, calling them honky. Calling them honky is because they pulling up to the whorehouse, honking the horn and that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's still, you know what I'm saying? When they call and when they call this nigger, you know what I'm saying, it's because, you know, they saying you ignorant, you stupid, you dumb. So Donald Trump is the perfect example of a nigger, you know what I'm saying, according to their
facts. You ain't speaking facts right now. But yeah, I never thought about the cracker thing, the crack the whip, you know what I'm saying? Well,
yeah.
Looks like y'all just gonna get mayonnaise from now on.
Mayonnaise.
I'm disrespected. All right.
Hey, you know that movie Undercover Brother, that shit fucked me up for life, dog.
I need that hot sauce.
Yeah, well, when I saw that, and I didn't fuck with mayonnaise at all, but when I saw that, I was like, oh hell no, I don't even want to. I can't even touch mayonnaise, dog. That shit fucked me up for life, dog.
Oh god, that's funny as shit. All right.
That's it.
All right. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Boys and Girls Club thing. I really wanted to talk about that because I had the clip ready and really to go for everybody, but the clergy's not here, and then everybody that said they're not gonna be here. So we'll wait. Hopefully till next Thursday. I don't know. I'll make sure I get everybody's time and availability, and then hit everybody up and let everybody know when we're gonna talk about it. But you guys have any other topics?
Yeah, I have one.
What you got?
Oscar Robinson, man, when he got his award, you know, he made a statement, you know, alluding to the fact that, you know, white athletes have to join us, so to say, in the fight against social injustice. And there's been a lot of mixed feelings about it. I was actually listening to Jason Whitlock, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not a Whitlock fan, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, he's not afraid to speak his truth. But he was like, nah, you know, it's not their fight. So they shouldn't have to fight. And then, you know, somebody brought up Chris Long, you know what I'm saying, how he gave up his paychecks after the Charlottesville incident and stuff like that. And so my take on it personally is it's really like any other fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick your battles. If it's one that you're not passionate enough about it, you know, maybe you don't offer anything that, you know, makes it to where you need to be super supportive of it. You know, it's like, you know, well, I want to talk about suicide, or I want to talk about abortion. You know, if you ain't passionate about abortion, you can support from a distance. You know what I'm saying? You don't actually have to just jump in with both feet, you know what I'm saying, and say, oh yeah, you know, you don't have to do that because that's not your passion. So I guess that would be my take on it. Like, you know, if you're a white athlete and you know, feel some type of way about it, then by all means, you know what I'm saying, you know, we would love it, you know what I'm saying, if you would, you know, help us go to bat, you know what I'm saying, and fight the social injustice thing. But honestly, you know, you're entitled to your own opinion. So, you know, if you ain't feeling some type of way about it, that's just not your thing, then don't, you know what I'm saying? So the whole responsibility thing, you know what I'm saying, is kind of an unfair statement, you know, because hell, we don't even fight for ourselves sometimes. Some of us don't even fight for us, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, how can we go and say, hey, you know what I'm saying, hey brother, my white brother, you know what I'm saying, can you help a brother out? You know what I'm saying? Can you set up a march or, you know, speak at a rally or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, or go talk on our behalf, you know. I don't feel like it's a responsibility by any stretch of the imagination. I believe that we're in a culture now where I think that the younger white demographic is a little bit more sensitive to, you know, the plight for social injustice and things of that nature. So they're more willing and more apt to want to jump in and say, hey, you know, this shit ain't right. You know, we need to do something about it. But at the end of the day, man, be passionate about what you want to stand for and what you want to fight for. You know, if it's racism, fight for racism. If it's sexism, fight for sexism. You know what I'm saying? You know, if it's, you know, suicide, if it's drugs and alcohol, whatever your passion and you feel, you know, strongly about, go for that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can invest all your energy in that, you fix that while I work on this over here, you know, and we'll divide and conquer, you know what I'm saying, and fight all of the different things, you know. So that's kind of the way I look at the situation. It's not a responsibility, but if you do want to support because you feel some type of way, like join the fight.
Okay, all right. Corey, you got anything on that?
Yeah, just same thing, and it'd be good. Be good to see some support from, because it just because when you see so many white players, you know, and there was a couple that did, you know, they stood with the, you know, some of the black players, but I don't even think it was enough. It wasn't even enough black players, so I really can't even blame them. Like Lauren said, sometimes we don't even stand up for ourselves. So, you know, it was only a small percentage of, you know, really out of all the black players. And I'm not, like I said, you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but you know, it's to be expected though. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we expected because, you know, they getting that money. So, you know, a lot of them just don't want to speak out. You had Dez Bryant last year. He and that was and I remember I did a story on that. Him and guy from the Titans. I forget the name, but you know they talked about how they how they agreed with Colin Kaepernick, but they didn't want to. You know, they didn't want to get into it. They didn't want to talk about that because they didn't want to ruin their money. And so, yeah, and I didn't agree with that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's, you know, money is how, money is how, you know, they're able to control that. And, you know, I remember got into it with one guy on there, had a back and forth. He was talking about, he said, I'm the emotion police or something like that, some shit like that, man. It's like, hey, who are you to tell how somebody feel? And I said, and I was like, you know, I had to respond like Dez Bryant clearly said, I'm not responding, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling him how to feel. He said how he felt. He said he doesn't agree with none of it. He identified that there's an issue, but he said he doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to screw up. He doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to screw up his money. So he laid everything out there. It's clear, you know what I'm saying? So I can make an assessment based off that. He already said what side he's on, but you know what I'm saying? But the thing that he's doing is the thing that so many black people across America are doing right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's hard to really, you know what I'm saying, rally anything because, you know, we're divided over an issue that really is as bad as it looks, you know what I'm saying? Contrary to what anybody, you know, really thinks is bad, you know what I'm saying? So and then yeah, you just gotta stand, you gotta see more players, you know what I'm saying? I know every, you know, white player doesn't, doesn't feel like that. So, you know, it was a real small. I think shit I could count on one hand, and I may be wrong, but from what I remember, I could count on one hand how many white players knelt. So, you know, that's you know, unless, like I said, unless I'm wrong, unless somebody, you know, saw something different, man. From my perspective, that's that's telling. That's telling right there. So now we just gotta we'll see what happens this year. Staying in the locker room is still a form of protest. You know what I'm saying? I do not agree, and you know what I'm saying. I'm still. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm torn. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not dealing with the NFL. I haven't been paying really no attention. I don't know anything that's been going on. Usually, I know everything that's going on, the trades. free agents. I haven't paid any attention to NFL this offseason at all. I haven't looked up nothing. Everything I've been doing for the grid, looking up has been NBA, MLB, and other sports. Been checking out a little soccer. The NFL I haven't really dealt with, but I'm still kind of on the fence. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna see how the protests go in that week one. I'm gonna see, how things turn out. And we'll go from there. But nah, it's what we gotta do. We just gotta keep fighting, and it brings up an issue. It correlates with another issue of how these Hispanic, the immigrants, how they're being separated from their children. And there's I understand where the mindset comes from. When there's some black people that be like, "Hey, we got our own issues, man. We can't deal with that." And I understand where it comes from. You're not wrong for thinking. I say it is. I believe it's a wrong way of thinking, but I don't think you're a bad person for thinking like that. But I do believe there's nothing to benefit from thinking like that, because all it is just putting more division between races. Even if you're not getting the results and the type of support you want from the other race, still, and just because injustice anywhere is injustice for all. You're sitting up there like, hey, I'm cool. It didn't happen to me, but that man with anything. I mean, there's crime in your city. If it happened over there, it can happen to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always remember that it could be you next, especially if you're a black person. If they doing that to them, what the hell do you think they gonna do to you? You know what I'm saying? So it's really not. It's not helping any cause. You're not gonna gain any supporters by alienating them and saying, well, leaving them to fight their own battle. So yeah, speak up. Continue fighting. Don't forget your own issues in the process, but and fight for them too. And you can gain some supporters. They may, it's that simple. I know, it can sound real, just real, that petty way of thinking where like, oh, well, maybe black people aren't that bad now, or some shit like that. I mean, sometimes, man, it's that simple, man. People, people are that dumb and they're able to get their light switched on like that, they can help within the fight. You know what I'm saying? They can assist us, but I don't see any benefit to alienate and say it's not our problem. I don't see any benefit to that.
Corey, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
What if week one a player comes out on the field and they would you start fighting?
If they come out on the field and kneel?
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know. Right now, like I said, I'm more leaning toward not. I'm not watching. I'm gonna be watching the news and see how they all, what everybody's doing. I'm gonna check out highlights, of course. I'm gonna watch highlights. I'm gonna still see what's going on. But as far as contributing the ratings and actually watching the games, right now, man, as right now, I'm not even gonna have it on. Just while I'm walking around the house, I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm not even gonna have it on.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When I boycotted last year, I learned one thing.
What?
I got plenty of other stuff to do.
Yeah.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
I was like, man, I'm getting so much more stuff done. I'm not getting done TV from 12 to 10. So I honestly, man, the NFL hurt its own brand by doing all that, because that's what a lot of people are realizing. Like, the time that I got back that I used to dedicate to football, like, it's more valuable to me than sitting there and watching the whole game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, the brand is permanently destroyed. It's just how bad. I'll put it like that. The brand is permanently destroyed. It's just about how bad. I don't know how bad yet, but it's permanently destroyed.
Yeah, my only thing with it is that I play fantasy football, and right now, what it's looking like, everybody says I'm gonna lose, and I don't like to lose. I'm trying to win this trophy next year, so I'm still boycotting, and I'm gonna motherfucking take this trophy next year. That's what it's going. That's what it's looking like for me.
Yeah.
Only thing.
Yeah, you ain't gotta watch football to play fantasy and actually be good at it. You just gotta know what players are good.
Right.
See, my only thing is because I'm not entirely mad about the NFL's decision. It was just their timing. It was the timing of everything, and it was the manner that they did it. It was the manner that they did it. It was like it wasn't even called for. It wasn't needed. Now it's still, it's a form of protest. I believe it's fine. Saying it came down to business reasons. They didn't want them kneeling, everything, kneeling in front, everything like that. So, that's understandable, stay in the locker room because, I mean, hell, there's still people still mad about that. It's like, well, they stay in the locker room. That's still disrespectful. Like, it's like, come on, man. They still going out and playing the damn game. But, some people, that's still going to cause something. But, my gripe, it's not even with the people at this point and that, you know what I'm saying, and the actual gesture. It's just how the NFL, I don't know. We'll see where this goes. Right now, I'm not fucking with them. But because I just don't like the way they handled it. It was uncalled for. It was uncalled for. It was people weren't even nobody was even really kneeling last year, and they had come to agreements and different things like that. And then you just had them adding this shit out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And it just had to be for this type of issue. You know what I'm saying, because they've done things like this. I mean, hell, players have been fined for wearing the 911 on their cleats. You know what I'm saying? And that's something everybody can get behind. They've been fined for wearing that. They're like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, NFL, they've been, vigilant on things like that, but it's just this issue. It was like it wasn't even that there was no fine. They didn't have any rules set in place. There was no reason. It was something. It was done quietly. He wasn't. I mean, it was just it was done, man. It was done at the wrong time. It was evident there was a problem. They were basically saying our issue doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was something about women or something like that, shit, they would have jumped all in. You know what I'm saying? They would have jumped all in on that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, this is a police brutality. They tried to make it, black people versus the police and all this. They trying to. Man, come on, man. We just talking about, man, the system and, things we go through, not trying to split people up and, do all that. So, I can't do it, but I can't do it right now. But, we'll see. If I see something that has me like, okay, saying it's all right, I'll hop right back in. But like I said, I can find some shit to do. It's not going, I don't believe it'll hurt me like that. I'll still, it'll hurt. I like watching my football. I've been watching football my whole damn life. You know what I'm saying? So, I love football. I love sports. You know what I'm saying? I like to be able to watch different sports, but I'll find some other shit to do, man. I'll catch the damn highlights. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, nah, fuck them this year.
Yeah,
at least this year.
Yeah. That means possibly my boy could put out content for y'all.
Huh?
I said my boy could probably put out content for y'all. I don't know.
Who you talking about?
You put out content on Football Sunday.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I have some content. You know what I'm saying? It'll be something else. It ain't gonna be NFL. It'll probably be a middle finger for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure I boost that. You know what I'm saying? Boost that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the NFL. But I'm not fucking with them, man. That was just done. That was completely bad. That was complete bad taste. We talk about, comedians and stuff like that, everything and bad taste and shit like that. Like, nah, the way the NFL handled that was bad taste. Yeah, that was real bad taste. So, nah, I can't rock with it.
All right. So, do you guys want to get off your chest first, or you want to hit the questions? First.
What
What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? We got a couple questions.
We'll do the questions first.
Yeah, my chest feel good this week. I ain't even got to get out for.
Okay. All right. Well, Corey, did you have anything to get off your chest?
Hey man, what day does Drake's album come out?
Tomorrow. Well, actually tonight.
Who cares?
Hey man, hey, hold on, dog. Hey, this is the first time ever, dog. I've actually been excited, anticipating the Drake album. I want to hear this. I just want to hear this shit just because the anticipation. And I for some reason I think he gonna come with some heat, but who knows? He gonna fuck around, start. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But man, I'm anticipating it. Man. I'm gonna try to find it, man. It's hard to bootleg. I'll be bootlegging these cats out. Drake's is always the one, man. It's hard to find this shit, man. You can't bootleg it. He stay on top of that, man. So I'm gonna see if I can find the outlet, somewhere. Someone who got the real songs.
All right. So the only thing I get off my chest is man, all right. Your boy, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I met somebody really, really high up this week on Monday, matter of fact. And when I mean high up, I mean somebody who has security with them at all times. If that makes any sense to you. So as one of the only minorities that was coming up at that time to meet this person, it was a group of white people, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just shook their hands, they nodded their heads, and they moved on to whatever they had to do. When it came up to me, I'm thinking it's gonna be the same thing. Mind you, security guard by the door, security guard in like the middle area, and a security guard right next to the man. So I'm like, all right, cool. They taking pictures and video of all the interactions of everybody, right? So I'm thinking like, all right, cool. I'm about to just shake this man's hand and I'm about to get to moving. So what happened was I went up to him, smiled, said hello, shook his hand. Mind you, the young security guard next to him, it was like he was feeling froggy. So I'm like, okay, this might already be a problem. And then so I was like, okay, cool. Shook his hand. I was on my way getting ready to move to go to where everybody else was. He grabbed my hand again and pulled me back and started talking to me. So I was like, fuck. And this is in my head. In my head, I'm like, fuck. Damn, this is not how this is supposed to go. You're supposed to let me continue on with everybody else. When the dude pulled my hand back, when he pulled my hand and like I jerked back, the security guard, I see him from the corner of my eye. You know what I'm saying? He did you know what I'm saying? He did where his little gun was. I was like, oh shit, it could be a problem. It could be a death problem. And then so like he just was like, yo, I just want to let you know, your department is doing great. I just want to let you know I appreciate you. First thing that come to my head, I was like, why did you talk to me out of everybody and tell me this? There's plenty of other people that was in my department that you could have said that to. But I kind of understood. I was like the minority, make it good for the photos. So I said, okay, I understand that. But the security guard dude was like, he kind of like simmered down just a little bit, but he still got butt. And I was like, man, please just let me. I'm in my head. I'm like, please let me go. Please let me go. Please let me go. As soon as he let me go, I was gone. So that's the only thing I had to get off my chest. I was a bitch this week. Hey, it was my life.
It's because you got that good hair.
Hey, it's that classic photo op that they always try, man. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy, man. Yeah, they got you too. Yeah, man. They always got that photo. Man, that shit is crazy, man. People think that shit is. Man, that shit is.
I'll send you the
photo. Man, the little tactics these folks be using, man. It's off the chain, man. There's I bring up Carcino, because I just remember, man. Bring up Carcino, man. He was talking about one time, man, because he's a Cubs fan, and the Cubs had won the World Series about a couple years ago, and and he talked about, man, he was going through, he was doing it, his vlogging himself, what I'm saying, on video and everything, the celebration he's going through, and he's high-fiving everybody. And as he's high-fiving everybody, he high-fived some police officers. Man, he says, man, I guess the Cubs said they want to use this video and everything. They saw something that they liked in this video, and they wanted to use them as part of the Cubs montage. You can look it up on YouTube. They got the Cubs montage and everything. And so he said he finally views and sees what they're using, and all they got him doing is they got the part where he's high-fiving with the police and cut out everything else. And use that shit. He's like, oh, hell no. So, man, that shit is crazy, man. That same shit Donald Trump tries to do, those little photo ops, man. That shit is crazy, dog.
Hey, all I'm saying is,
you already knew what it was. You knew what it was.
Yeah. It was just I seen the little hip move. I was like, all right, bitch up real quick.
Yeah. Hey, next time had that black handshake ready for him when he pull you back. Yep, get it ready.
All right, so we're gonna move over to questions, and before we do that, there's a video that actually goes with one of the questions that was asked, and let me pull it up real quick for you guys. Yeah, hit that share. Can y'all see?
Y'all stop telling these all the materials and the fancy and all that. I can do it for myself. I just want, I can't do it for myself. And I still want you to do it too, bitch. Stop crippling them men. Stop telling them men all you want is time. I need more than time. I need my hair done sometime. I need my nails done sometime. I need my car paid sometime. I need these bills paid sometime. Yes, I can do it myself. But now you're here. So now you're going to do it with me. I wish you.
All right. And the question was, women say they don't need a man until it's time to have a man, then they need a man. And I don't know if could you guys hear what she was saying?
Yeah.
So what is you guys' thoughts on her? This is a question for an average guy out there. So shout out to you, bro. Appreciate the question. We're gonna get to answering for you.
Yeah, I mean the whole independent female phase. I mean, we've kind of talked about this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they do it when they want to, and then, when they don't want to, the power of the vagina says, go ahead and use your thing to get what you want, So, I mean, and we fall hook, line, and sinker for it, So, I mean, somebody need to get their auntie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she just needed some attention or something like that, man, because that was terrible. But I mean, it's true. It's true. I mean, it's absolutely true. You know what I'm saying? Females use guys the same way guys use females. Well, not the same way, but just as much as guys use females. I mean, that's kind of why it works. You know what I'm saying? Because each species is using each other. You know what I'm saying? They get what they want. That's what people do. So, yeah, man. I mean, I ain't mad at females for getting, what they can, because a lot of us dudes is dumb enough to fall for it because, we want to feel like we the man. We want to be my cheesy mo, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of jazz, not realizing that we get played, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, as sad as it is, I mean, it's just that don't hate the player, hate the game.
That is very true. Corey, what you got for us?
I said it better myself. Don't hate the player, hate the game, dog. There's a sucker born every minute. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be somebody out there, man, to get preyed upon. You know what I'm saying, by the wolves, man. So, hey, if somebody falls for it, man, that's on them. I mean, hopefully for her, you know what I'm saying, she'll find some sucker that wants to do that, but understand that, you trading in something for a man. A man has to, be able to lead and, tell you no sometimes, Same with it, it goes for female. What are you willing to give for the man, or is it just he's got to help me now? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to help him? You know what I'm saying? It's just, but whatever works for anybody. You know what I'm saying? There's some relationships that work that way. I mean, man paying for everything, and I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you, man. I ain't. She talking about all that. See my hair and my nails and all that shit, man. It's like there's more important things out here. That's something you could do your damn self. Is he gonna help you with what I'm saying, trying to get you to your goals in life? You know what I'm saying? Trying to helping you get to get into a house. You know what I'm saying? Getting your car paid off. You know what I'm saying? Along with his, are you gonna be able to help him when he comes in his time of need? Because everything. Black folks talk like saying like they just forget that life happens. Life happens. Anything can happen. But a lot of these motherfuckers, man, they getting in relationships. They getting in with people like this because they falling in love with the pussy, or what I'm saying, or she falling in love with the dick, and what I'm saying, so it's built out of sex, and then the second something goes wrong in that person's life, what I'm saying, they start having a medical condition or something like that. Pew, they out of here. What I'm saying, they Speedy Gonzalez, man. So if that's what you want, hey, you're gonna get everything you ask for in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna get everything you ask for. So people need to just, hey, all people need to do. I advise people to just look at your fucking surroundings and do an analysis on your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I noticed this many white people do this. You know what I'm saying? They tend to do this. Just keep count. You know what I'm saying? Keep count how many times you see black people do certain things and shit like that, and then equate that to different things that you see going on in life. You sit there and say, why is this an epidemic, and why is this going on? You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to follow what she's talking about, you know what I'm saying, you better make sure it's proven. If you like what she's talking about, you better make sure it's proven. It has a proven track record, a success record. You know what I'm saying? You better look at the people around you and see the people that use that type of mind state. Talk to people, ask them about it, and then just go off of that. And you got to dig into people, because people will act like it's all right. So then you got to ask some questions, and then they'll talk about it's all right. You'll be thinking like, motherfucker, ain't this like your sixth marriage? Like, you gotta dig in, man. Just use your brain.
Right. Yeah. The only thing I gotta say is, only thing I have to say is, I mean, hair and nails cost a shit ton. Them bundles, them shits ain't cheap. Females nails, this shit is not cheap, man. Hey, and all I'm saying is, you want a baller, good luck looking for that dude, because I guarantee he'll cheat on you. And off to the next question. All right, another question. He says, hey, average guys, my homegirl for like 2 years asked me, what are we after we had sex? What do I do? Who wants to go first?
Ask me, what are we after we had sex? You my homegirl. The fuck are you talking about?
Why you wait so long to smash?
You said what, Lauren?
I'm trying to figure out, man. Like, nah, like, I mean, hey, you walked into the Lions Den, so I mean, now you got to deal with that shit, man. Like, I mean, that's so stupid, man. So stupid.
Hey, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, now they ain't got to fuck, you know what I'm saying, off the top, but ain't no, I just don't see that, man. Ain't no man, ain't no man and no woman hanging around each other, you know what I'm saying, on a period, you know what I'm saying, on a consistent basis without some type of sexual tension that talks about it. You know, he can talk about, hey, let me hit that, you know what I'm saying, something like that, you know, jokes and stuff. She be like, oh, no, I ain't trying to do that. You know, I'm with my boyfriend. Nah, I'm not doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You still talking about, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let me hit that when you done, you know what I'm saying? Pass that this way. Like, y'all not just, because other than that, what the hell, you know what I'm saying? Outside of talking about productive things, you know what I'm saying? There can be that relationship. But, you know what I'm saying? But what else are you talking about with a woman on a day-to-day basis? Right. What else are you talking about? What kind of, you know, you just around them, man. I just can't see that. So I can understand, you know, maybe, you know, things, you know, can happen where it wasn't 2 years, you know, where he ain't hit till 2 years later. But, you know, after they fucking, you know what I'm saying? She sit there and say, what are we? What are we? You my homegirl. We still my damn friend. What you talking about? You gave me some pussy. Like,
yeah,
oh,
see,
yeah,
that's why I have a problem with, like, I mean, you could have a homegirl and shit like that. Like, I don't have no problems with that. But like dudes that be like, oh yeah, man, you know, she's like my best friend. I just don't believe.
Yeah.
I can't roll with that, man. Like, I don't believe in the whole, you know, you get into a relationship with somebody and y'all end up as friends. Like, I don't believe that,
yeah.
man. Like, I don't. I feel like if y'all end up friends, y'all was really just friends from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, y'all just happen to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Because, like, relationships that, you know what I'm saying, are real never end well. They don't end well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not supposed to end well because it ain't supposed to fucking end. So all that, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be friends before we get together. We gotta be friends. Shut up. Because there is no guy in America that his first thought is not, I want to get the drops. No guy in America, unless he is dating other guys, and guess what? He want to get the drops from the dude.
You right. You deaf right.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, if a dude want to lie to a chick and be like, yeah, you know what, baby, you know what I'm saying, you know, I just want to take it slow. That's code word for I don't really think this is gonna last. Let me see if I can hit right quick.
Yeah. Like,
so yeah, that type of stuff kills me. You go 2 years. If you would have said 2 months, okay, I got that. 2 years, like, nah. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, but here's what you tell her. What Professor Corey said. We just friends. You just happen to let me smash.
All right, Corey, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you can, you know, don't get me wrong, you can be friends. You can be friends with, you know, with a woman. We grown, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the fact your best friend and on a consistent basis every day. It's like, what the hell, you know what I'm saying? You can meet up with, you know, friend, you know, happens to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And you know, y'all can kick it one night or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It could be perfectly, you know, no sexual tension, stuff like that. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, you're just around every day and, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, more often than what you need to. And it's like, you ain't hitting nothing, you ain't talking about hitting nothing or whatever. It's like, the fuck else are y'all talking about? Like, y'all painting each other's nails or the fuck? So nah, that's still your that's still your home. That's still your home girl. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all went blew some steam off real quick, like a man, like some grown men and women. You know what I'm saying? And keep and dap each other up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna be around each other, why don't y'all keep each other happy? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasting time together. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Yeah, my whole thing is, bro, she had feelings for you the whole time. the whole time. And like that whole friendship shit, that was just like her doorway just to, you know what I'm saying, always be around you. At least that's how I see it.
No,
platonic.
Because a female is not gonna wait 2 doggone years to make a move. A female is not gonna wait that long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What happened is, and you should already know this if that's your home girl. But what happened is she just broke up for a couple.
You said it one more time. You broke up.
You know what it is she just broke up with her dude, and you get to play rebound guy for a couple weeks. So I mean, if that's good enough for you, then go for it. But if it ain't good enough for you, hey man, hey, you gotta let everything just roll. Y'all just homies.
I didn't think about that. Like, what you got the booze you gonna say, Corey? I see you over there. You still on mute. Unmute yourself.
I was gonna say but I got to know the circumstances of how they started fucking, because like I said, you're not gonna be around somebody that long. But I will say, a female, you can know a female for a long time, and they, you know what I'm saying, they want to, you know what I'm saying, they want to fuck or they want you. But females are weird, dog. That's why dudes should always, you know what I'm saying, hey, always shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? What's the best thing, you gonna get yay and nay. But dog, females are so weird. The female be seeing you for the longest time, dog, and she'll be like, she'll be loving you the whole damn time and won't say a motherfucking thing. So females is weird like that. But that's in the event, you know what I'm saying? That's in the event if y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all just see each other periodically at work or some shit like that. But yeah, his situation, that's different. It's like they're around each other.
Bro, females send signals. They may not say a goddamn thing, but at some point early on, she sent a signal that you might have a shot, and you just didn't shoot your shot.
I mean, what you got, Corey?
That's true. That's true. I've seen. Nah, females are crazy, dog. They be all over the place. Females are so damn crazy. I'm telling you. Nah, I see some females, dog. Like, I'm talking about, ain't even look at it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even looking the nigga direction, dog, and be liking you the whole motherfucking time. Like, whole damn time. I'm talking about ain't said a word, ain't give, because I'm good at signals. I see the signals and everything. I'll be like, oh yeah, she trying to get yes. You know what I'm saying? You can see it all day. Then that's when you can, you know, pick and choose, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I want to do it, or you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, I just keep it cool. Because then a lot of times females, you know what I'm saying, sometimes they'll get aggressive, and sometimes they'll just be like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you can come back to them, but sometimes they'll be like, nah, nigga, I tried to, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to give it to you then, you know what I'm saying? But nah, you know, sometimes, hey, I've seen it, dog.
But you know what, though? You know what every female got, though, is a friend. And sometimes you gotta get to know her friend. And
that is very true.
Her friend will drop you some hints and be like, yeah, so have you ever, and you know, such and such has said one time, she'll drop a hint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Her friend will drop a hint. Don't.
Yeah, there's always somebody, the friend to drop. It'll be a friend to drop a hint. It'll be somebody that's just around to drop a damn hint. So yeah, it'll always be another female that'll let you know. But but man, back what we were saying, that's your homie. That's your homie partner. You know what I'm saying? That's your homie. Y'all need to go no farther than that. You know what I'm saying? What are we? It's like shit.
It could work. I don't know. I've seen crazy shit. It could work, but y'all been best friends for forever. Y'all could last forever. Possible. It's possible. But what my outlook on it is, I'm like you say you good at signals. I'm trash at signals, bro. I used to be good at shit, and then like a couple females was like, nah, that it wasn't that type of what's the name. And I'm like, whoa, all right, cool. you got a nigga gunshot for a little bit, and then all this the female movement or whatever happened. And if you try to holler at a girl, that's sexual assault now. And so a nigga just like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Let me chill. let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me like shoot this little floater real quick, see if it go in. If it don't, that's tough and that's cool. So but nah, yeah, man. Y'all best friends, y'all could last. Y'all could last for a while. I don't know how long, but it's possible. Y'all got anything else for the man?
Nah, just hey man, don't fall for the okie doke, bro. Don't fall for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if y'all friendships is comfortable enough to handle a little extra for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, do what you do, but yeah, don't fall for the okie doke, man. Y'all just friends.
Okay, that's just friends, bro. Or
sorry, Robbie.
Make that. Yeah, y'all can. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you know what I'm saying. Rather, you know what I'm saying. You should cheat with somebody that you know. So you know, y'all keep each other as side pieces. You know what I'm saying? When you, I'm advocating the bullshit right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you keep y'all familiar with each other, man. So you know, shit going bad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be there in the time of comfort, like a real friend should. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All right. So and on that note, and on that note, I want you guys to hit the hearts on SoundCloud, iTunes. Go ahead, like, subscribe, tell a friend on all of the social medias, including YouTube, Average Guy Studios. But now to this next question is, what is the thing that you learned the most about yourself in the last 5 years? From Average Guy out there.
I'm gonna keep this simple. I'm a god. That's what I learned in the last 5 years. I am whatever they I am God. You know what I'm saying? We are God. You know what I'm saying? It's just people need to realize that. I am God. I am an avatar God. You know what I'm saying? Representation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a piece of the pie, but I am God. You know what I'm saying? And people need to realize that. Once they realize that, they'll move different and have more respect for themselves and each other. So yeah, that's what I found out in the last 5 years, that, you know what I'm saying, it's not blasphemous to refer to yourself as God. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. That's why I call everybody G. I don't really say my nigga no more. I'm like, what up, G?
Yeah.
Lauren, what you got?
Man, what did I learn? And man, I'll tell you what I learned. I learned that fear will cripple you. That's what I learned. Anything that you want to do in life, go for it. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to fail, I guess. Don't be afraid to fail, because you learn more through failure than you learn in success. You know, failure leads to success, you know. So that's number one thing, you know, is don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever you aspire to do, go for it 100%. Don't look back, and don't let nobody deter you.
Okay. All right, I like it. The thing I've learned in the last 5 years is, hey, everybody, if anybody's like putting you down, don't listen to all the bullshit. You are you for a reason. The reason why I started the podcast is because I got a voice, and I'm funny half the time. I used to be funny half the time. Now I'm only funny some of the time. It's a big story, but like all I'm saying is, just do it. Just do what you got to do, man. If somebody be like, "Yo, bro, you trash," be like, okay, well, what is that? Why does that bother you so much? You know what I'm saying? Or if somebody's like, "Yo, you should," if you have a family member that's like, "Don't pursue your dream," bro, pursue your dream, or sister, pursue your dream at all costs. All costs. Always invest in yourself. The more you invest in yourself, the more you'll get out of yourself. The better you will look at yourself. Self-love, self-motivation. Hey, even if you gotta get motivation from outside of yourself, do it, man. Because once you do it, once you start, them feet get to moving. Them feet ain't gonna stop. Not for nobody. Not for nobody. So yeah, that's what I learned in the last 5 years. So with all that being said, this was another episode of the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios. And I just want to thank both of my co-hosts today, Corey and Lauren. Go ahead and ring off if y'all got anything to you got to ring off.
Man, Wakanda forever. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all the viewers. You know what I'm saying? Whether you watch it live or you watch replay, Pawnee replay like Rihanna. Shout out to my man Corey. You know what I'm saying? Grit Sports Media, man. We coming, man. You know, we gonna have a little hostile takeover, so y'all get ready for it, man.
So with all that being said, is welcome to the Grit. Now, Corey, go. There you go.
Yeah. Hey, that could be a drop right there. Yeah, support it, man. We on our way. We on our way up, man. We next, you know what I'm saying? We next, you know what I'm saying? There's, like I said, there's plenty of room for everybody, but we about to rake up some numbers, starting from the ground up. But hey, get behind us, man. They not fucking with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
you don't know what's up.
Hey, y'all, hey, man, if you done found some gold, man, if you kicking it with us right now, man, from the ground up, man, you know you done found, you know what I'm saying, a gym. So share it around, share the gym, you know what I'm saying, around the world. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 dedicated, good-hearted brothers, you know what I'm saying, out here putting in work, and you know what I'm saying, we for the people. These are the people these type of people you need to get behind, you know what I'm saying? These are the type of people you need to get behind. So, you know, but don't take my word for it. Just, you know, just watch us. You know, watch how we move. Watch what we do. You know what I'm saying? And you come to your own conclusion. But not share it around. And one more thing, LeBron James, keep your ass in Cleveland. Whatever you do, please stay. I'm filing the cease and desist on your ass. Stay far away. Stay far away from the purple and gold. You know what I'm saying? Stay far the hell away from the purple and gold. I do not want to see you in that. And I'm gonna leave it on that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So what I need you guys to do is to like, subscribe, tell a friend about the Average Guy Podcast, Average Guy Studios on Facebook, Average Guy Podcast on Facebook, Grit Sports Media. Make sure you like both of those pages. SoundCloud, hit the heart. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment or two. I'm always gonna read them because I'll be doing stuff, but I'm always here for y'all. Instagram, the Average Guy Studios. Go ahead and like that. Like I said last episode, I'm gonna have some stuff in the works for y'all. Y'all said y'all wanted some backstage stuff or some behind the scenes, and I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the donate. Y'all will hit us with donations and stuff like that. I'm gonna do this out of the heart, out of the goodness of my heart, and because I got a little extra time on my hands. So yeah. Just know more stuff is gonna be coming out like that. I think I'm gonna be working on a music, that XXX music review with like one of my cousins. So hey, until then, y'all. I love y'all. Peace.